All right, all right. What's up, everyone? Obrigado, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite. How they say in Portuguese in Brazil. Um, Thank you for tuning in. We're trying to get on Instagram. It's not really working, but I hope we are on Facebook and YouTube. I don't know what is going on here with the Instagram. Should be working, guys. But anyways, this is the midweek update with Manuel T. Ferrero III, ISPS Commissioner. A lot going on. A lot. Let me try this again. Give me 1 second so I can see if we could figure this out for the Instagram. I don't know why it's not working. It's interesting. We'll try again. So like I was saying, this is the midweek update. We just had the May Melee Madness. Congratulations to City Girls. They finally, someone knocked off the Golden Girls. I know everybody was kind of like wondering when the Golden Girls are going to lose. They actually lost 3 games this past Saturday at Mills Pond Softball Complex over there in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I appreciate all the teams that were out there, and this Instagram is not working. I am very sorry for that. Let's just shut it down for Instagram. And like I was saying, City Girls beat Golden Girls in the finals, and they are now the team to beat. And on the men's side, UB Unfinished Business beat Attack Performance in the finals over there on the men's side. Thank you for everyone tuning in. This is the ISPS midweek update with Commissioner Manuel T. Ferrero III live right now tonight. We're going to be going over some ISPS news and updates. Senior bats in ISPS play. I really want to get your take on that. And I know we are just on Facebook and YouTube. Let me see if I could go live here on the phone, and maybe we could do it like that. Anyways, like I was saying, my take, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my take, co-ed versus women's division. I truly believe that the co-ed actually hurts the women's division. And number 4, the Mills Pond July event. Actually, we'll go back to the co-ed versus the women's division. I'm going to talk about that. It's my opinion. I know I've spoken to a lot of you. Some of you agree with me. Others do not agree with me that co-ed actually hurts the women's division, but I will give you my take on that, and then you guys could also comment and let me know what you guys think. Number 4, the Mills Pond July event. Also, the Shenandoah Women's League update. We were supposed to have the finals yesterday, but we got rained out. But we have some very good news that was already released to the league. And then we will talk about the Cajun Coast Classic and then the Brazil Sampa Open. I'm trying to get the Instagram here up and running. Let me see if we could get it going. All right. Well, they're going to be here, Facebook and YouTube over there. What's up, Instagram? Instagram here. I'm sorry you will not be able to see the graphics, but if you want, you could tune in on Facebook or YouTube and you could check out the graphics. Let's go right into it. Senior bats and ISPS play. What's up, Savvy Slow Pitch? Thank you for joining us. Senior bats and ISPS play. So Seniors, 40 and over, athletes 40 and over are allowed to swing senior bats in any ISPS programming, okay? Athletes under 40 may not use senior bats in any division. Age verification may be required at the event. So, guys, we're just using a little bit of common sense here, and comment if you don't agree with us. But if you're 40 and you're playing in a senior division, playing against other 40-year-olds, and you're swinging a senior bat, okay, level play, fine. But if you're an older gentleman playing in a men's lower division, men's E, men's bronze, men's D, whatever, what's the problem with you swinging a senior bat? You're playing against people your same age or even younger with quicker reflexes. I truly don't understand the logic behind not allowing senior bats for senior players when they're playing against younger competition. So that's out the door. Senior bats are allowed for senior players in ISPS play. Let me know if you agree, if you don't agree. But a lot of the 40 and over guys are very happy with that new ISPS rule. This my take, co-ed can hurt women's divisions. Yes. It's my opinion, and let's discuss it. So does co-ed pull talent away from women's teams? I believe it does. And I'll explain it. I'll try to explain it as best as I can. So when you play co-ed, typically it's maybe 3, sometimes 4 women. Originally, it was always 5 and 5, 5 men, 5 women. Okay, but it's been dwindling down. Sometimes you've even seen some co-ed leagues where they only have 2 women. And the 2 women that get picked are typically the best, the cream of the crop, the best. The other 60, 70, 80% of the women's do not get picked, do not play. So I believe, and I am of the opinion that co-ed is actually counterproductive to the women's division. Listen, the men's, boys, we always have our men's divisions, of course, no problem. But the women need our help. They don't have as many opportunities to play as the rest of us. So I take, for example, like a beginning female player. You know, even if you put her, you try to hide her in right field, or you try to hide her at catcher, she's going to get intimidated, especially if she's just beginning. She's never played slow pitch in her life. She sees some of these monsters out there hitting. She might get trucked, playing behind the plate or something like that. And then she might not come back. She won't come back, as a matter of fact. On the contrary, if she plays in an all-women's league, even if she's playing with some of the best women, she might not feel as intimidated. And I'm basically talking about women's league ball. We're not talking about conference or the higher echelons. Those ladies, they're always going to have a place to play. I'm talking about the beginners, the future also, the future of slow pitch softball. So that's my opinion. That co-ed actually is counterproductive to the women's league. How do we grow a stronger women's programming? Well, we need support. I truly believe that we need support. We need support from government. We need support from the cities, from the Parks and Rec, to actually offer the opportunities, promote it, market it right. Now we have social media. We can live stream games. We have a tremendous program here in the city of Miami, which we'll talk about it later, the Shenandoah Park Women's League. It's an amazing program. And that's the way it's grown is by creating these opportunities. What should events prioritize going forward? Well, prioritize a women's division. Prioritize it over co-ed. If you still want to do co-ed, move co-ed to Sundays. After the men's and the women's divisions are done, then the best of the best stay on Sunday or come back on Sunday and play co-ed. That's a good idea, but always give the ladies an opportunity to play. And that's about it. That's my honest take on co-ed actually hurting the women's division. Let's go to Mills Pond. We just had the May Melee Madness, like I said. What's up, Bino Bartolo? ¿Cómo están? Thank you for tuning in. And this June 27th, we're going to be hosting the SummerSlam Slugfest. And this is going to be double points, all right? Double points. And it's going to be your last chance to pick up points towards the All-Star Classic. The All-Star Classic is going to be July 11th. And that one, we're going to invite the top 6 teams in each division to come and play in the All-Star Classic. Everyone else can pay. They can pay to play. But the top 6 teams in the World Points races, okay? World Points races, not the IDI. The IDI is something else that we went over earlier this week. Everyone else can pay. There's going to be all-star games, home run derbies, and skills challenges on July 11th. The Shenandoah women's update. So great news. I know yesterday we had a rain out for the finals. The finals is going to be between Shenandoah Sparks and the Coconut Grove Gators. But thank you to the City of Miami District 3 Commissioner Rolando Escalona. He has been gracious enough to bless us with supporting the league one more time. Hey, Luis Penate, ¿cómo están? Thank you for joining. And if you go to playisps.com/Shenandoah Women's, register there for the new season. Deadline is June 24th, but if you use the code Escalona, you'll waive the league fees and you'll play for free. So thank you one more time to Commissioner of District 3, Rolando Escalona. Very cool, very gracious of him to support the league one more time. Thank you. Up next, we're going to the Cajun Coast. The Cajun Coast Classic, August 14th through the 16th. In St. Mary's Parish, men's and women's divisions, co-ed divisions on Sunday, home run derby and skills Friday, welcome party, food, music, and Cajun culture. And that's going to be in Louisiana, our first ever tournament in Louisiana, the Cajun Coast Classic. Thank you to our sponsor, Cajun Coast. And big ups to Stanley Walton, our director over there in Louisiana, who has been a big help over there in Louisiana and who will be a tremendous help moving forward over there with ISPS Louisiana. Y agora, let me put some music. Let me put a little bit of music. Oh, Bayana. So, this is the Brazil Samba Open, August 28th through the 30th. Do you see it? I hope you see it, yeah. Men's and women's division. It's going to be the first time ever slow pitch softball event in Sao Paulo. International and Brazilian competition. For more information, visit playisps.com/Samba Open. And you have no idea how excited I am about this tournament. This is going to be our first time hosting a tournament in Brazil. This is my second home. I spend half of the time. As a matter of fact, as soon as I leave here, I'm heading straight to Brazil to do some more marketing and planning for that event. But I am very excited. This, like I said, this is my second home. I spend half the time over there in Brazil with my beautiful wife, Bianca. And we are very, very excited to welcome the ISPS family to our home in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I know a lot of you saw my little samba dance. Hey. There we go. But yeah, very exciting, the Sampa Open. Here it is. That's August 28th through the 30th, 2026 in Sao Paulo, Brazil at the beautiful Miyanishi Stadium, all turf field at the Miyanishi Stadium. Be on the lookout for that and don't miss out, okay? Obrigado, and thank you everyone for joining us live tonight with yours truly. I am Commissioner Manuel T. Ferrero III. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you over here on Instagram. Los quiero. Un abrazo. Peace.